Hey everybody, welcome back to Durbins Bourbon. I'm Joe.
And I'm Josh.
Today we're doing a whiskey review, one that you all know, Larceny Bourbon. This isn't just any Larceny Bourbon, mind you. This is the barrel proof version. We scored it up at one of our local liquor stores. We have to do a shout out to that particular liquor store and two amazing clerks that were working that day. Both of you have subscribed.
Thank you.
Mona and
Christy.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for getting that extra bottle for me from behind the counter after you teased us and said, no, this is mine. So a huge shout out to you guys for hooking us up. We said we'd do a shout out, and here we are. We're at Josh's bar tonight doing some videos so y'all can see what his setup looks like. This particular bourbon, as you know if you're Larceny fans, is a wheated bourbon. It is made by Heaven Hill Distilleries out of Kentucky. Heaven Hill, cool piece of history is they are one of the last family-owned and operated distilleries in Kentucky. Most of the rest have all been sold. They're still operating.
As far as the big ones.
Right,
like
the big
guys,
ones. Yeah, you've got all your micro distilleries and all those little guys, but like Makers and Jim Beam and all those are owned by bigger conglomerates. They still operate with the family name and the family business and the family folks still running it. It's just big money is backing them. And the Shapiro family is the family that runs Heaven Hill since its inception in the 1950s. They've battled a lot of structural fires. They had some fires years ago, and they've bounced back. They just have a great family history in the area, and they make a really fine whiskey. This happens to be one of their products that they're putting out.
Did you already say it's wheated?
It is wheated, and it's coming in at barrel proof. It's coming in 123.2 proof, barrel proof wheated bourbon. Larceny.
Should be hot.
It should be. So we each got a bottle. The limit was one per person. So Josh got one that happened to be on the shelf, and as I just told the story, I picked up the other one because they had them behind the counter. So
Such a good nose. It's all caramely and sweet.
there's just something unique about a wheated bourbon's nose compared to a rye bourbon. And as you know, if it's going to be a bourbon, it has to be over 51% corn in the mash bill. So you have corn, barley, and instead of rye, you have wheat. Most of your bourbon distilleries that are using wheat typically use a red winter wheat, like Makers. Larceny, I believe, is red winter wheat. Those of you that are out there that do your research, let us know if that's different. But red winter wheat tends to be the dominant wheat grain that's used throughout most of the industry, probably because it's consistency. I don't know, but it is very dominant in the industry.
Doesn't say.
Boy, that's got a good nose.
Great nose.
Dark color. Age-wise, this is not an age-stated whiskey, so we don't really know color on it. You know, most of the industry is using 3-4 char on the barrels, so you've got a nice deep hue to it. It's got to be, I don't know,
6 years maybe?
6-7-year-old whiskey, maybe a little more.
I don't know.
Boy.
All right, for a
Little
swallow. Yeah.
We hope you're enjoying the show, and we hope you're having a dram with us while you're
Yes.
watching this particular video. Let's go and start trying.
Cheers.
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 Everybody. Yeah, that's hot.
Got some heat.
That does. That is not a whiskey you want to take a big gulp of. Small sips, rinse it
I
around
almost
your mouth.
can't even.
It's almost overpowering.
It's hard to get. I get like red hot, like
Cinnamon?
Yeah.
Red hots? Yeah, I could see
I don't
that.
know if it's hot.
And we've lost Gan.
Yeah.
He's lost his tongue. Mm-hmm.
Let's take a little sips.
I didn't.
No, did you take a big one?
Oh, mercy me. That's hot. You can tell. That's hotter than some higher proof, like your Stag.
Yeah, why is it so
Stag's
hot?
136.
Yeah.
It depends, year to year it changes. But that Stag is a little easier on the tongue than that. I wonder if it's the wheat versus rye with a high proof. I don't know.
I don't know, but that's hot.
That's very
I can't
hot.
give 'em much more flavors except a little bit of caramel, a little bit of cinnamon, or a lot of bit of cinnamon, like cinnamon gum.
I'm going to add some water. See if we can get
That's a
something.
good idea.
A fair amount of water. When you're when you're pushing that high of ABV, you can add a pretty good amount of water. You're going to bring it down a little bit, hopefully make it a little more palatable, because really high proof whiskeys, they'll fry your senses and you just won't really be able to pick up some of the nuances that are real subtle in them.
That's better.
Much better.
Well, just heat wise.
Soften the nose a lot.
It's got that typical
Vanilla.
weeded, I don't know, softness, I guess, to it.
Yeah.
Man, that was
There's
hot.
there's some vanilla undertones.
Yeah, lots
Now
of
that-
vanilla, caramel.
Yep, cinnamon, vanilla, caramel, cinnamon.
get a lot of
some
cinnamon.
orange notes,
Yep.
some orange zest maybe.
Orange peel.
Yep, orange peel. That'd probably make a
there's a
really
lot of
nice
orange.
old fashioned.
Yeah, we'll have to do that next.
Yeah. Ooh, see how a little water goes.
It's still pretty hot, though. Mine is, at least.
Once again, I took an awful big swallow, but it was much easier. I think I added the right amount of water. Yeah, that's smooth.
Yeah, it's 50 bucks, wasn't it? 50.
59, 58
Was it?
something, I think. Yeah,
That was 49.
maybe.
Yeah,
Between
50,
60
60
and
bucks.
60
But it's a
bucks.
barrel proof.
It is. And anytime you can get a barrel proof,
Unfiltered, you know.
unfiltered, is it unfiltered?
Yeah.
Anytime you can get one of those, it's definitely worth trying because
Uncut. Yep, without filtration.
you're buying it as close to just pulling it right out of the barrel
Right.
that you can possibly get unless you spend the thousands of dollars
To buy a barrel.
and go to the distilleries and hand pick barrels. Then you get to taste them right out of the barrel. This is the next best thing. So if you're looking for that uniqueness and that strong characteristic of a barrel-aged bourbon without being cut, any uncut whiskeys are going to be your ticket. You'll enjoy them.
Yep.
And you add a little water and bring it down proof, and it makes it much more palatable. I added that water, and it's
Yeah.
really pleasant now.
Yep.
A lot of vanilla, cinnamon, caramel, vanilla.
Tongue's a little numb.
That stuff will numb the senses. Yeah, with the water. I had mine the other day on an ice ball, actually.
Yeah, I did that too.
And it's a really pleasant sipper with an ice ball.
Right, that ice starts to melt and it gets to that
Yep.
perfect
Yep.
middle ground of
Yep.
a little bit of water in there.
Yep.
That's
Very,
cold.
very good whiskey.
Yep. I agree.
Larceny, great product, great distillery, great family history. What more can I say?
Probably not much.
There you go. Well, we better wrap this one up. We hope you all are liking the show. We hope you're subscribing. Hit that little bell notification button. That way you'll know every single Saturday we put a new video out. If you hit that notification button, you'll get an email that tells you Durbin's Bourbon has just put a video out and you should check it out. If it's 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe you don't want to drink when you watch it. But if it's your day off,
Yeah.
maybe you do.
Like
That's
a
up
little
to you.
breakfast whiskey. on
We're
your day
not
off.
going to judge. I got nothing else. Good
Yeah,
whiskey.
yeah,
Thumbs
it's
up
good,
for me.
For sure.
Well, as always, enjoy your whiskeys and bourbons
Any
any way you
like.
like. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.